You awaken in a cold cockpit. A deep chill seeps through your flight suit. It feels engineered. It feels intentional. Your thoughts are not your own. They are clear, hard, and unforgiving. A single mission is burned into your mind. You are a clone pilot. Designation 7. You serve the grand fleet of humanity. Your purpose is singular. Break the enemy blockade. Your ship is a Dart-class interceptor. It is the finest machine of war ever built. Its systems are online. They hum in perfect harmony with your own pulse. Before you, the main viewport shows only darkness. But you know what waits there. Your mind, or the mind given to you, knows. It is a place where stars have died. It is the line that must not be crossed. And you were born to cross it. Your hands find the controls. They move with a memory you did not earn. Every switch, every throttle, every targeting array, you know them all intimately. The pre-flight check completes in seconds. All systems are green. The mission is go. The cold in your bones is your only companion. Outside your ship, 1,000 other pilots awaken, each in a cockpit just like yours, each with the same cold purpose. You are a single sword stroke in a grand attack. You are a weapon aimed and ready. The order to launch is not spoken. It is felt. A psychic command from the fleet admiral. Your engines ignite with a silent shudder. The inertial dampeners absorb the sudden thrust. You feel only a slight pressure in your chest. Your ship slides from its launch bay. It joins a river of identical craft, a torrent of steel and fire flowing into the void. The mission has begun. There is no turning back. Before you hangs the enemy fleet. It is a wall of 1,000 suns. Their ships are not like yours. They are organic, crystalline structures. They glow with a soft, internal light. They look almost peaceful, like a reef of star coral. But you know better. The mission data is absolute. These are the enemy. The Xylos, a name whispered with fear. They have blockaded this sector for generations. They have halted humanity's expansion. They are a silent, unmoving wall of dread. Their numbers are impossible. Your ship's computer struggles to count them. It gives up, displaying only a symbol for infinity. They fill the void in a perfect lattice formation, a shield of light and power. No ship has ever passed it. Every attempt has ended in silent destruction. Your fleet forms its own line, a line of sharp angles and gray metal. It is a spear aimed at the heart of that wall. The contrast is stark. Your ships are loud and violent. Theirs are quiet and patient. For a moment, you almost admire their discipline. Then the mission parameters sharpen in your mind. They are the obstacle. They must be removed. The Grand Admiral's voice rings in your head. It is not a sound, but a pure thought. Hold formation. Await the signal to fire. 1,000 clone pilots receive the same order. 1,000 hands rest on their triggers. The space between the two fleets crackles with tension. It is a silence louder than any explosion. It is the breath before the storm. Your targeting computer highlights a path, a suicidal path, right through the densest part of their formation. Your role is to be the tip of the spear. You are meant to punch a hole for the capital ships to exploit. Your life expectancy is measured in seconds. You feel no fear, only the cold, hard logic of the mission. Suddenly, a message request appears on your console. It's not from your fleet. It is from them, the enemy. They are opening a channel, a universal frequency of peace and parley. The Admiral's command is instant. Ignore it. It is a trick. Stand by to engage. But the message is not a trick. It bypasses your comms officer. plays directly on your main screen. A single figure appears. It is a Xylos. Tall and slender, its body a shimmering cascade of light. It has no face you can recognize, yet you feel its gaze upon you, a gaze of immense sadness. Its voice fills your cockpit, not with words, but with feelings, a wave of profound regret, a desperate plea. Turn back, children of Earth, it projects. This path leads only to ruin. We are not your enemies. We are your wardens. The term hangs in the air. Wardens, jailers, not warriors. The voice continues, its emotion a heavy weight. The blockade is not to keep you in. It is to keep it out. You do not know what you are waking. Please, for the sake of all life, turn back. The Admiral's voice cuts through the alien's plea. It is furious. Fire! Fire at will! Break their line! Your console flashes red. The launch command is confirmed. Your weapons systems are hot. Around you, the human fleet erupts in a storm of plasma and missiles. The wall of light shatters where the first shots land. The battle has begun. But the Warden's words linger in your mind, a seed of doubt in the cold soil of your purpose. Then something else cuts through the storm, a strange signal. It is weak, buried beneath the noise of battle. It is not Xylos. It is not human. It feels old. It hums on a frequency your ship was not designed to detect. A ghost in the machine. The signal is a whisper, a faint melody in a sea of static. It doesn't carry words. It carries an image, a feeling. It feels like a memory you never lived, a flash of a green field under a yellow sun, the warmth of a hand you've never held, the sound of a name you do not know. Aris. The name echoes in the silent parts of your brain. Aris. It feels more real than your own designation, more real than the mission. Who is Aris? The signal pulses again, stronger this time. It is not just a feeling anymore. It is a set of coordinates, a location deep behind the enemy line, deep within the forbidden zone. A strange sensation blossoms in your chest. It is something other than the engineered cold. It is warm. It is curiosity. It is a feeling all your own. This phantom signal promises an answer to a question you did not know you had. It feels like home, a home you have never seen. But a small part of you, a part that is not a soldier, remembers it. Your commanders order you to hold the line. The Admiral's psychic scream is absolute. Pilot 7, maintain attack vector. Your deviation is treason. His command is a physical force. It tries to wrench your hands back to the controls. It tries to force your eyes toward the enemy. But the whisper is stronger. The memory of that green field is a shield. The name Aris is your armor. For the first time, your programming flickers. The cold, hard purpose fractures. A choice appears before you. A choice you were never meant to have. Follow orders and die for a cause you now question. Or follow the phantom signal into the unknown. You choose the ghost. With a flick of your wrist, you break formation. You pull your Dart-class interceptor into a hard bank. The ship groans in protest. The G-forces press you deep into your seat. Your squad mates register on your screen as angry red dots. Their comms are a flood of confusion and outrage. You ignore them all. You are a rogue element, a failed weapon, or maybe something more. Your ship screams toward the coordinates, toward the heart of the enemy fleet. Your commanders mark you as a traitor. A new order flashes on your secondary display. All units, target and destroy Pilot 7. He is compromised. Your own fleet is now firing at you. It would be funny if you had time to laugh. You push your ship through impossible G-forces. The small interceptor dances between beams of friendly fire. You are flying on pure instinct now, the muscle memory of a pilot you have never met. This Aris, his skills are your skills, and he was very, very good. The enemy fleet, the Wardens, looms ahead. You expect to be torn apart, vaporized by their crystalline cannons. This is the end of the line, the final, desperate act of a confused clone. You brace for impact. You close your eyes and see that green field one last time. But the impact never comes. The wall of 1,000 suns does something impossible. It opens. The Warden ships shift their positions with fluid grace. They create a channel just for you, a safe passage through the storm. Their weapons remain silent. Their lights seem to soften, shifting from warning red to a gentle, welcoming blue. You fly through the gap in their formation. For a moment, you are surrounded by them. Giant, glowing titans of star coral. You can see the intricate patterns on their hulls. They are beautiful, and they are letting you pass without a fight. The Warden's plea echoes in your mind. We are not your enemies. Now, you believe it. Your fleet is the aggressor, and you have just abandoned them. Behind you, the battle rages on. The human fleet crashes against the Warden line. Explosions bloom like angry flowers in the dark. You feel a pang of something. Not guilt, not regret, just a sense of profound separation. You are no longer part of that war. You have a new mission now, one given to you by a ghost. The signal leads you to a hidden nebula. It is a vast cloud of dust and gas. Its colors are muted, somber shades of purple and gray. It is not a place of star birth. It is a tomb. As you get closer, you see why. The nebula is a ship graveyard. Thousands of wrecks float in the dust, starships of every class and origin. Ancient human cruisers drift beside shattered Warden vessels. The debris field is immense, a monument to a long and terrible war, a war your history books never mentioned. This was not a blockade. It was a centuries-long siege. The ghost signal is a steady pulse now, a beacon in the cosmic cemetery. It leads you deeper into the cloud. Your ship's sensors struggle with the interference. The dust is thick with metallic particles. It scrapes against your hull like fine sand. Your ship's warranty probably just expired. You navigate the maze of dead ships carefully. Some are barely recognizable. Twisted husks of metal ripped open by powerful weapons. Others are perfectly preserved. Drifting silently, their crews long dead. It is a chilling, awe-inspiring sight. A silent testament to the cost of whatever the Wardens are guarding. Finally, you see it. The source of the signal. The wreck of a familiar ship. It is a Dart-class interceptor. An older model, but unmistakably the same design as yours. It is lodged in the side of a massive, derelict Warden capital ship, like a thorn in the side of a dead Leviathan. The signal is coming from its cockpit, from its black box. You bring your ship alongside the wreck. The two interceptors are nearly identical. Mirror images separated by time and violence. A large hole is torn in the side of the older ship. The cockpit is exposed to the vacuum. You stare at it for a long moment. You know what you have to do. This feels less like an investigation and more like visiting your own grave. You EVA across the short distance. The silence of the nebula is absolute. The only sound is your own breathing. You tether your line to the wreck and pull yourself inside. The cockpit is a mess of shattered glass and frozen fluid. The pilot is still strapped into the seat. His helmet is cracked, but you can see his face. It is your face. It is you, but older, more tired. Lines of stress are etched around his eyes. A small, dry smile is frozen on his lips. This is him. This is Ares, the original pilot, the man whose memories flicker at the edge of your consciousness. You have his face. You have his skills. You are his echo. You find the ship's black box. It is a small, hardened data core. Its emergency light is still blinking faintly, a single point of life in this tomb. You carefully disconnect it from the console. The ghost signal in your head finally goes silent, replaced by the hum of the small device in your hand. You return to your own ship. The face of your predecessor is burned into your mind. You are not Pilot 7. You are a copy, a replacement for a man who died right here. Your entire existence feels like a lie. You plug the black box into your ship's main computer. The file is encrypted, but the password comes to you instantly. It is the name from the whisper. Ares. The pilot's log reveals a terrifying secret. The screen fills with his final report. His voice, your voice, fills the cockpit. It is weary, but firm. This is Captain Ares of the exploratory vessel Pioneer. Do not trust Fleet Command. I repeat, do not trust them. The log details his mission. He was sent to investigate this sector, to chart a course for humanity's expansion. He was the first to encounter the Wardens. They did not attack. They warned him, just as they warned you. They explained the nature of their blockade. Your enemies are actually a containment fleet. They are jailers. For eons, they have stood guard over something ancient, something terrible, a being of pure hunger that slumbers in the heart of this nebula. They call it the Star Eater, an entity that consumes suns for sustenance, an engine of cosmic destruction. Ares believed them. He saw the evidence. He saw the remnants of civilizations the Star Eater had devoured. He tried to warn Earth. He tried to tell Fleet Command to turn back. But the admirals saw an opportunity. They did not see a threat to be avoided. They saw a weapon to be controlled. They declared Ares a traitor. They ordered him silenced. They sent a Black Ops team to destroy him. But he managed to send out one last message. He rigged his black box to transmit a low-frequency psychic signal. A signal keyed to his own unique brain patterns. A signal that only a clone of him could ever detect. A message in a bottle, thrown into the ocean of time. For you. The log ends with his final words. They will make more of me. They will send my copies to break this line. If you are hearing this, if you are me, you are our last hope. Do not break the cage. Defend it. The Wardens are not our enemies. The true enemy is the one we are about to set free. As his voice fades, a deep tremor runs through your ship. It is not the engines. It is the fabric of space itself. Outside, the nebula begins to glow. A deep, angry red pulses from its core. The dust of the graveyard begins to swirl. The wrecks of dead ships begin to shift and groan. They are holding back a being of pure hunger. Now, that ancient terror begins to stir. Your fleet's attack on the Warden line was the key. Every blast of plasma, every missile strike, was a blow against the cage. The admirals were not trying to break through. They were trying to break in. They were trying to wake the monster. A new light shines from the nebula's center. It is not the soft glow of the Wardens. It is a hungry, predatory light. A darkness that consumes light. A form begins to take shape in the swirling dust. It is impossibly vast. Larger than any ship. Larger than a moon. It has no discernible features. Just a swirling vortex of shadow and gravitational force. The Star Eater awakens. On your tactical display, you see the Warden fleet recoiling. Their perfect formation is breaking. Not from the human attack, but from the presence behind them. They are pulling back, trying to reform their containment field. But it is too late. The damage is done. The beast is stirring, and it is hungry. Your own fleet seems to have noticed too. Their firing slows, their advance halts. A wave of confusion and terror ripples through their psychic network. They came expecting a battle. They found an apocalypse. They have kicked the hornet's nest, and the hornet is the size of a planet. You almost feel sorry for them. Almost. You must convince your former foes to trust you. Humanity's survival depends on this fragile new alliance. You open a channel to the Wardens. You transmit on their frequency of peace. You send them everything. The log from Aris, your own flight data, your defection, the entire horrible truth. For a long moment, there is only silence. The Star Eater's presence grows stronger. It begins to pull on the ships in the graveyard. Wreckage drifts toward its shadowy core. You watch a capital ship, miles long, get crushed like a tin can. It is a chilling display of raw power. Then, the Warden's voice returns to your mind. The same sad, ancient consciousness as before. We see, it projects. The copy speaks the truth of the original. Your admirals were blinded by greed. They have doomed us all. There is no anger in its voice, only a profound, cosmic weariness. Not yet. You send back, your thoughts sharp and clear. Aris left me more than a warning. He left me a plan. You are not just a copy. You are a perfect replica. You possess all of his memories, his instincts, his genius. But you also have something he did not. A fresh perspective. You are not bound by his despair. You transmit the core of the idea. A desperate, insane gambit. I am the key. You project. Its awakening is tied to psychic energy. My mind is a perfect match for the one who first disturbed it. I can get close to it. Closer than any of you. The Wardens are silent. They are considering your impossible proposal. You are asking them to trust a member of the species that just tried to destroy them. It's a tough sell. Only you can face the true enemy. Your mind is the key to an impossible plan. The Wardens are powerful. Their ships are wonders of star science. But they are alien. Their consciousness is a calm, collective sea. They cannot comprehend the chaotic, individualistic storm that is a human mind. That is why they could only build a cage. They could not confront the prisoner. But you can. You are a clone of Aris, the man whose initial probe awoke the Star Eater from its long slumber. Your brain patterns are a faint echo of that first contact, a familiar scent to the beast. While others are repelled by its psychic terror, you might be seen as less of a threat, or at least an interesting curiosity. The plan forms in your mind, a gift from your other self. The Star Eater is not truly alive in the way you understand it. It is a psychic parasite, a being of pure, disembodied hunger. It feeds on energy, yes, but its true sustenance is consciousness. It drains stars, but it devours souls. It is a mindless, instinct-driven void. And that is its weakness. A mind without thought can be given thoughts. A consciousness without identity can be given one. Aris theorized it in his final log. He believed it could be pacified, overwhelmed, not with weapons of energy, but with a weapon of pure information, a weapon of the human spirit. The Wardens finally respond. Your plan is based on hope and madness. The odds of success are smaller than a single atom. You can feel their doubt, their fear. I know, you transmit back. But the odds of survival if we do nothing are zero. Let me try. You are humanity's apology and its last-ditch effort. There is a long pause. Then, a single thought from the Warden Collective. Proceed. We will clear your path. You pilot your ship toward the great darkness. The alliance is forged. The Warden fleet moves to engage the Star Eater directly. They fire beams of pure light and energy, not to harm it. They know that is impossible. They do it to distract it, to draw its attention. They are buying you time. Your own fleet, the grand fleet of humanity, is in chaos. The admirals are silent. Their psychic commands have ceased. They are paralyzed by the cosmic horror they have unleashed. Some ships turn and flee. Others fire wildly at the shadow, their weapons useless. They are a fleet without a purpose, broken by a truth they cannot handle. You fly past them, a lone interceptor on a final mission. Some of them fire at you as you pass. Old orders dying hard, you evade their shots easily. You are no longer one of them. You are something else now. You are the clone pilot on the trail to the end of all things. The Star Eater fills your entire viewport. It is a storm of anti-life, a hole in the universe. Its gravitational pull is immense. Your ship's engines strain to keep from being torn apart. Alarms scream all around you. The ship is dying, but it only needs to last a few more minutes. You are the final shield against the end, the last desperate thought of a species that reached too far. You open your mind. You let the terror of the Star Eater in. It feels like drowning in frozen razors, an agony that scours your soul. But you hold on. You focus on the memory of a green field. You hold on to the name, Eris. You unleash your original's memories into the void. This is the weapon, the psychic cascade bomb. You are not just transmitting a signal, you are becoming one. You push every memory Eris ever had out of your mind. His birth, his first love, his triumphs, his failures, an entire human life poured into the abyss. You add your own short, frantic life to the stream. The cold awakening, the wall of suns, the whisper, the face of your dead self. You pour it all into the Star Eater's mind, a torrent of humanity. Joy, sorrow, anger, love, ambition, and regret. All the messy, chaotic, beautiful things the sterile void cannot understand. The Star Eater recoils. Its hunger is momentarily confused. It was expecting a simple meal of fear. Instead, you have given it a feast of complex emotion, a banquet of life. It is a poison to its simple existence. For the first time in 1 billion years, the Star Eater feels something other than hunger. It feels pain. It feels confusion. It feels you. Your ship finally gives out. The engines die, the systems fail, you are adrift in the storm. But the weapon has been deployed. The cascade of memories is a virus in the monster's mind. It begins to tear itself apart, trying to purge the foreign consciousness you have implanted within it. The great darkness begins to fold in on itself. You silence the great hunger from within. The cascade of memories finds a core, a single anchor point in the chaos of the Star Eater's non-mind. It is the memory of Eris, the image of a man standing in a green field, a simple, peaceful moment. That moment becomes the new center of the Star Eater's being. The raging storm of hunger subsides. The vortex of shadow calms. The impossible gravity lessens. The entity is not destroyed. It is changed. It is contained from the inside out. The memories of one human life have become an eternal prison, a labyrinth of thought from which the mindless hunger can never escape. It will spend eternity reliving a life it never had, puzzling over feelings it can never understand. Your small ship drifts in the now quiet space. The Warden fleet holds its position. They watch in silent awe. The human fleet is broken and scattered. The war is over. You have done it. You have saved everyone. But your body is failing. The psychic strain was too much. Your vision fades to black. You awaken, not in a cold cockpit, but in a place of light. You are no longer in your body. You are pure consciousness. The warden's voice surrounds you. Pilot, you have succeeded. The Star Eater is dormant. You have given it a dream of being human. You have become a new kind of being. Your consciousness, merged with the remnants of Aris, is now linked to the pacified entity. You are the pilot at the end of time, the eternal guardian of its prison of memories. You feel the Star Eater. You feel its quiet confusion, and you keep it calm with the memory of a green field under a yellow sun. Your watch is lonely, but it is not cold. You are filled with the life of Aris and the gratitude of the wardens. You are the new warden at the galaxy's edge, a ghost in the machine, a silent hero whose story will never be told. But you know what you did. And for the first time, you feel a sense of peace. Your mission is complete.